Hello, GM1 here, and today we're going to be going over the M500. We're going to go over how to clear and safe this weapon and go over different condition codes. To clear and safe the weapon, normally you will have a clearing barrel and clearing barrel supervisor, and they will talk you through the steps of how to clear and safe this weapon. In case you don't have that and you just need to do it yourself, you want to make sure you point in a safe direction. And first we're going to do the safety. Safety is right here. If it's down towards you, that means the safety is on. If it's away from you, the rounds are going that way, and you can see a little red dot or an indent in there if the paint wore off. That means the safety is off and the weapon's going to fire. So, safety on, safety, magazine. You can look in your magazine tube right here. I'll give you a close-up of that in a few seconds. So you want to make sure there's no rounds in your magazine tube. Chamber. You're going to check your chamber. Sometimes the forearm is stuck and it's locked in battery. You're going to press down right here on your action release lever. Press down, hold down on it, and that'll release the forearm so you can rack it back. Once it's back, you're going to look down into the chamber to make sure it is clear. So again, safety, magazine, press down on your action release lever right here, chamber, safety. Your weapon is now clear and safe, and I'm going to show you the little parts that are right here in the magazine tube. Right here is your magazine tube. This is what pushes the rounds back, and what's important right here for later on is your cartridge stop. It's right here on the, when it's upside down, it's on the right side. You just press that down. I'll go and show you real quick how everything works down here. Some dummy rounds. These are dummy rounds. I'm going to go and put one in. So this is what it'll look like if there's a round in the magazine tube. And to get that round out, you just press down on right here. This one, that's the cartridge stop. Press down on it. It'll kick it out. And you just got to lift it up and pull it out. And that's how you remove the rounds out of the magazine tube without actually racking the weapon. So again, that's how you put it in. There's your round. That's what it looks like if there's a round in the magazine tube. Go ahead and press down on the cartridge stop. That'll kick it out. And sometimes you have to lift up on it, and then you can pull that round out. So that's the underside where the magazine tube is. So now that we cleared and safed the weapon, we're going to go over different condition codes. I got some dummy rounds here. These are inert and they will not go off. So we're going to go ahead and start out condition 4 administrative. Condition 4 administrative is how we issue it to you from the armory and how you give it back to us. That is with the bolt to the rear, and we hand it to you like this. You hand it to us vice versa, and that allows us to both look down the chamber to make sure that it's clear and safe. So condition 4 administrative, no round in chamber, forearm is to the rear or bolt is to the rear, no rounds in the magazine tube, and safety is on safe. To go to condition 4, just put the forearm 4. Now we're in condition 4. Condition 4, no round in chamber, forearm or bolt forward, no rounds in the magazine tube, safety is on safe. To go to condition 3, you're going to get your magazine, your rounds. You're going to go ahead and insert it into your magazine tube. If you're new at this, you can flip it upside down, tuck it in your arm. This makes it a lot easier to put into the magazine tube, because if you actually drop it, you drop it into the weapon. So you just put it in, just like that, and now you're in condition 3. Or if you've been doing this a while, you just hold it like this, and you grab your round, you push up, and push forward into it. Also, you want to make sure that you're putting the rounds in the correct way. If you put it in backwards, it'll mess up the gun, and it's a pain in the ass to try and fix. So the correct way to do it, you want to have it like this, and they go in like that. You want the plastic part going in first. You do not want the actual propellant and primer going first. So if you're putting in the metal in first, the brass shell, that is incorrect, and it'll jam up your gun. So make sure you put the plastic part in first, and that is the correct way to put it in. So right now we are in condition 3. Condition 3, no round in chamber, forearm or bolt forward, rounds in the magazine tube, Safety is on safe. Now to go from 3 to 1, you're going to press down right here on your action release lever, hold it down, and that'll allow you to manipulate the forearm. So you rack it back, and then forward. Once you're forward, you can let go of the action release lever, and in fact you can have it, after you rack it back, you can just let go of the action release lever, and then you can put it forward, and then it's locked into the battery. So right now we are in condition 1. Condition 1, round in chamber, forearm or bolt forward, rounds in the magazine tube. Rounds in the magazine tube. Safety is on. If you are on your last round and there is no rounds in the magazine tube, if there's a round in the chamber, it is still condition 1. So you can have rounds in the chamber and no rounds in the magazine tube and still meet condition 1. So again, round in the chamber, fore-end or bolts forward, rounds in the magazine tube, safety is on safe. Now I'm going to show you how to do it from going from 1 back to 3. So we're going to go safety, magazine. So we're going to go here and we're going to remove the rounds from the magazine tube. That way when we rack it, it's not just going to feed another round. Or you can do it that way too. So we're going to rack out the round. I'll show you 2 different ways. So we can take out all the rounds in the magazine tube and set it there and then rack the round out. Now clear the weapon. You can put the bolt forward and put the rounds back in the magazine tube. Or, condition 1, what we can do, you're going to rack that round out, make sure your safety's on, rack that round out, have the other one come in, and you just take that round out as well. That way you don't have to download your complete magazine tube. As long as there's no round on the little elevator in there, there's no round inside there, you press it forward, you won't get a round in the chamber. So once we're there, you're going to have all the rounds back in the magazine tube. So safety on, no round in chamber, fore-end or bolt forward, and rounds in the magazine tube. I think I said that twice, but you get the idea. So that is condition 3. To go from 3 to 4, just flip it around, press that little cartridge stop that I showed you. 1, 2, and usually it holds up to 5, but I don't use 2. So condition 4 again, no round in the chamber, fore-end or bolt is forward, no rounds in the magazine tube, and safety is on safe. And so we covered how to clear and safe it, and we covered the different condition codes. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.